to the WB Mason Coaches Report with Hofstra Women's Golf Coach Maren Crowley. Thanks for joining us this week.
Thank you.
Let's get right into it. This past weekend up at the Dartmouth Invitational, a fifth place finish, another good team finish. As we talked about last week in the show, you were concerned about the course, a little hilly, a little different than what the team had played on in the first week at Bucknell. Can you talk a little bit about the course and how it affected the scores?
Well, first of all, before we left, it reached record lows for the weather up there. It was a frost delay. So, of course, girls went from playing in 70, 75 degree weather to bundling up, having 3 or 4 layers, and basically they were on the range at 7 o'clock in the morning in 40 degree weather. So that played a factor. The greens were lightning fast, much different than the year before. And so therefore they were firm and very quick, so we had a lot of, unfortunately, 3 putts, and the girls were definitely honing their skills after the first round because the receptiveness of the greens definitely played a factor.
Now, first week at Bucknell, Team Shot had a record low round. This week scores were a little up, but still fifth place finish, out of a 12-team field. You have to be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we were very excited about it. We were tied for 5th after the first day, and we ended up solidifying that 5th spot. And we actually beat, Dartmouth had 2 teams. They had a green team and a white team. And their white team we ended up beating by 1 stroke. So it just goes to show you that you should never give up, because that 1 stroke meant a difference of being in 5th place or tied. So it was huge.
Now let's turn to the individuals this week. Your top golfer turned out to be Erica Barnes, who finished tied for 12th. What did you see from her this week?
Well, she loves that golf course. She's been playing there since she was a freshman and has always done well there. She basically comes into that mindset with loving the golf course, and she played very well. I know she was disappointed with her second round score, not because she didn't score well, but because she had the potential to do so much better, and what hurt her was her putting. She could have easily been in the mid-70s. But we were all very happy, and a 12th place finish was huge.
Now, Lauren Petty, freshman, had an impressive debut in her first week, followed it up with another, solid performance, tied for 21st, I believe, second on the team in scoring this week. What do you see from her as she progresses? It's a little bit of a struggle this week, but she still seemed to maintain, didn't lose too much focus.
Yeah, she's great. Even when we're out there and I ask her, oh, hey, how are you doing? Because we have 5 girls out there, I have to move. I can't stay with 1 girl all the time. So basically what I do is I stay on a par 3, and I see the girls, all 5 of them, every few holes. So when I see her and I ask, how are you doing? She'll say, not so good or whatever. And then when she comes in and I'll see her scores, and my heart starts racing when I hear that, because I think she's not going to do so great. And she comes in and, her bad day, if you will, has been 80, 81. So it's a great feeling to know that that's on her worst day, and her best day could be through the roof.
And the other golfers, Jenna Masnick was 25th. Cynthia Cheng finished behind her. And then you had a new addition to the starting 5 this week in Mariel Curran, and we didn't talk about her last week, so let's introduce the audience to Mariel.
Mariel is a transfer, and I've actually known her since she was a young player, and she's probably one of the strongest athletes I've ever met. She can hit the ball probably as far as some men that I know, professional men. Right now she is struggling with her short game. Putting is huge. It can make you have the highest of highs and lowest of lows, and unfortunately for her, that is the only reason why she truly isn't scoring, because of her putting stroke, but we've been working on it. I have her reading some books about it, just trying to make her mentally stronger, so when she's out there she has the confidence to know that she can and has made those putts before. So as soon as she starts thinking them, she's going to definitely be a low scorer.
Okay. Rare week off this week before our next competition is going to be at the ECAC Division I Women's Championship in Egg Harbor, New Jersey, and that's the first week in October. So I think next week we'll touch on previewing that. tournament?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for joining us this week.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coaches Report with Maren Crowley.